Today, my presentation topic is nuclear power plant. Here are the contents which I will discuss in my presentation. A nuclear power is a type of power station which generates electricity using heat from nuclear reaction. It is the use of nuclear fission reaction. There are over 400 nuclear power plants in the world. Among them, 100 power plant is in United States of America. Nuclear power plant provides about 17% of global electricity generation. Here are the elements of a nuclear power plant. First, nuclear reactor. This is the main part of a nuclear power plant. The nuclear fission reaction occurs here. There are fuel rod, which is of uranium. There is moderator rod, which is of graphite, and there are control rod, which is made up of cadmium. Then, heat exchanger. The coolant gives up heat to the heat exchanger, which is utilized in raising the steam. Reflector. It is placed round the core to reflect back some of the neutrons that leak out from the core surface. Coolant. Coolant is used to remove intense heat from the reactor and bears the heat to the heat exchanger so that the water transforms into steam. Shielding. Shielding is required to protect the working men from the harmful radiation. Steam turbine and alternator. Steam is coming from the heat exchanger to fed into the steam turbine through the valve. The steam turbine is coupled to an alternator which converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. Here is the working principle of a nuclear power plant. Here we can see a nuclear reactor. Here a neutron hits the atom of a uranium. The atom breaks down and a huge amount of heat is produced. The control rod controls the speed of the fission reaction. A material named coolant transfers the heat to the heat exchanger and water is also circulated here. The water absorbs the heat and turns into steam. Then the steam is fed to the turbine and the turbine starts to spin. It is coupled to an alternator and the alternator transforms the mechanical energy into electrical energy. That's how electricity is produced. Nuclear power of Bangladesh and its future. Bangladesh is still completely dependent on natural gas to generate electricity. As the resource is disappearing day by day, Bangladesh is thinking of alternative. A nuclear power plant is under construction at Rupur in Pabna. The critical infrastructure are built by Russian Rosatom State Atomic Energy Corporation. The capacity will be 2.4 gigawatt when it will be completely constructed. Advantages and disadvantages. Advantages. Produces no polluting gases. Very low fuel cost. Low fuel quantity reduces mining and transportation effects on environment. High technology research. Required benefits other industries. Power station has very long lifetime. Disadvantages. Waste is radioactive and safe disposal is very difficult and expensive. Local thermal pollution from wastewater affects marine life. Large scale accidents can be catastrophic. Cost of building and safety decommissioning are very high. Cannot react quickly to changes in electricity demand. Finally, nuclear energy remains controversial. Though there are some disadvantages, it can be very much useful for the development of a country. We cannot ignore its bright side. Bangladesh can meet its demand and can reduce electricity from gas by nuclear energy, but we have to keep in mind that safety should be the first priority. Thank you, sir.